Have you ever gazed into someone's eyes as they smiled, nodded, and said they were proud of you, yet something inside you churned, as if your soul murmured, they don't mean it. You can't explain it, no evidence, no argument, no betrayal, nothing obvious, but their energy feels wrong, their praise sounds empty, their laughter feels forced. When you succeed, they hesitate for a moment before pretending to cheer. This isn't random, you're not imagining things. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the dark, hidden side of the human psyche. It lurks behind fake smiles, polite words, and hollow applause, concealing a storm of envy, resentment, hatred, and secret rivalry. If you keep ignoring that gut feeling, you'll pay a price, emotionally, mentally, sometimes even physically. Because when hatred masks itself as love, it's a slow poison, draining you while embracing you. In this video, I'll uncover 8 unsettling signs that someone close to you secretly hates you, not just dislikes, but hates. Most people miss these signs until it's too late, until they're betrayed, used, or broken. But if you stay until the end, sign number 8 will shift your perspective and change how you read people forever. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Sarcasm, contempt, the poison behind the joke. You're so sensitive, relax, I was just kidding, you've heard that, right? It seems lighthearted, playful even, but it stings every time. What if I told you those aren't jokes, they're weapons cloaked in a grin? Sarcasm isn't always innocent, sometimes it's calculated hatred. They know your vulnerabilities, your weight, your background, your past mistakes, and they target them repeatedly. While others laugh, you feel trapped, humiliated, but if you react, you're the issue. Chill, don't be dramatic. Let's name it for what it is, emotional manipulation. Carl Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves, but those who won't face themselves project that irritation onto you. Their sarcasm isn't humor, it's contempt, their laughter a disguise. If their jokes always hurt, if you feel anxious around their humor, if you laugh with others but cry alone later, that's not friendship, it's psychological warfare. They're not joking, they're wounding you slowly, skillfully, without leaving a mark. Chapter 2. Subtle sabotage, the knife in the back wrapped in concern. Ever had a friend who forgot to share something crucial, that one detail that could have changed everything? Or the one who, accidentally, gave advice that made things worse? They miss your big moment, don't show up when it matters most, claiming they're busy, again. Once, fine, life happens, twice, a coincidence, but 3, 4, every time. That's not forgetfulness, it's deliberate sabotage. The worst part, they don't stab you in the back, they do it while embracing you. Carl Jung warned that those who feel inferior often try to drag others down rather than lift themselves up. They don't want you to succeed because your progress reminds them of their stagnation. So they keep you small, quietly, gently, through forgetfulness, bad advice, fake encouragement. They'll say, I was just trying to help, but deep down, they know what they're doing. What makes it terrifying is they seem like your support system, but they're the silent storm eroding your confidence from the shadows. If someone keeps stunting your growth, missing your moments, feeding your doubt, it's not concern, it's control. They don't want to lose you, but only if you stay beneath them. Chapter 3. Silent competition, when every win becomes a war. You share good news, a promotion, a new project, a small victory. You expect a smile, maybe a hug, but instead you get, oh, yeah, guess what I just did? Suddenly, your moment isn't yours anymore. You shine, and they dim the lights. You rise, and they elevate themselves higher, not to celebrate with you, but to overshadow you. It's never overt, never loud, but always there. That subtle tone shift, that forced smile, that desperate need to match or outdo you. Carl Jung put it perfectly, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. But instead of understanding, they compete, because your growth, happiness, and purpose highlight what they've neglected in themselves. They turn every celebration into a contest, every congratulations into a race, not because they hate your success, but because your light makes their shadow feel darker. You didn't sign up for a competition, but they did, silently, secretly, relentlessly. If your wins spark invisible wars, if your happiness triggers passive comparison games, you're not growing with a friend, you're surviving a silent enemy. This isn't support, it's ego wrestling in disguise. Chapter 4. Superficial kindness, the smile that never reaches the eyes. They say all the right words. I'm proud of you, so happy for you, wow, that's amazing, but your heart doesn't believe it because deep down, you feel the warmth is missing. Their eyes look away, their tone lacks depth, their presence absent when it truly matters. Genuine people don't just say they care, they show up, feel with you, cry with you, dance in your victories, and hold your hand in your storms. But fake friends vanish, missing during your highs, absent during your lows. When they're around, their energy feels off, cold, indifferent, almost robotic. Carl Jung called it ego dissociation. When someone becomes so emotionally detached, they lose the ability to connect with real human experience. They don't hate you, but they're incapable of loving you either. They drift through your life, saying what sounds nice but never offering what matters most: presence, empathy, connection. If someone is always absent when your soul needs them, if their kindness feels like an automated reply, you're not in a friendship, you're in a performance. No matter how good the script, you'll always feel the emptiness behind their smile. Chapter 5. Controlling through care, the most dangerous manipulation. It always starts gently. This is for your own good, you'll understand one day, I just don't want you to get hurt. It sounds sweet, safe, protective, but deep inside, you sense something's wrong. Your shoulders slump, your excitement dims, your voice shakes when defending your choices, because what they call care is really control. They don't yell or fight, they influence subtly, gently, like a snake coiling around you while whispering lullabies. You share an idea, they call it too risky. You dream aloud, they say you're unrealistic. You make a decision, they suggest you're not thinking clearly. The most dangerous part, they're not always wrong. Sometimes their advice seems wise, their guidance mature, but it doesn't empower you, it diminishes you. Their words make you doubt yourself, and soon you're seeking their permission instead of trusting your intuition. Carl Jung explained it well: people who can't control their own chaos try to dominate others to feel secure. Their life is unsteady, their emotions messy, so instead of healing, they control, as it gives them a false sense of order. They don't believe in your growth, they believe in their hold over you. They play the long game, not forcing but conditioning, creating a world where you think, I need their advice, I shouldn't move forward without checking with them, what if they're right and I fail? But ask yourself, if their care consistently makes you feel powerless, doubtful, or dependent, is that really care? True support gives you wings. False concern gives you chains. Real love says, I believe in you, even if you fall, I'll be here. Fake love says, just do it my way, it's safer. They pretend it's protection, but it's possession. If someone constantly wants to dictate your path, control your pace, influence your thoughts, and hides behind, just caring, step back and ask, are they protecting me, or their control over me? One empowers you, the other binds you with a smile. Chapter 6. Gossip, criticism, what they say when you're not around. You enter a room, smiles fade, the energy shifts, people glance at you, then away. No one says anything, but you feel it, something's been said, something's been twisted. This is how gossip operates, silently, strategically, selfishly. When people lack the courage to confront you, they take the coward's path, they poison your image instead of facing you directly. They don't attack your actions, they attack your character, twisting your words, questioning your intentions, making others doubt you, all without your knowledge. It's subtle, they never say anything too blatant, just enough to sow suspicion, just enough to turn hearts against you while smiling to your face like nothing's wrong. Why did they do it? Carl Jung understood it best. The brighter your light, the darker your shadow becomes in the eyes of others. Insecure people can't handle someone who owns their truth, so they don't try to match your energy, they try to mute it. They gossip because your growth threatens them, your presence exposes their absence, your confidence highlights their insecurity, and your peace disturbs their chaos. They resort to backdoor warfare, stabbing you with words you'll never hear, then shaking your hand like nothing happened. But here's the truth, gossip reveals more about the speaker than the subject. It's not your character on trial, it's theirs. People at peace with themselves don't need to destroy others, but those who refuse to face their own demons project them onto you. The next time you sense the shift, the next time a room feels colder, know this, their whispers aren't your shame, they're their cry for help. While they talk behind your back, keep moving forward, because your silence is the sound of dignity echoing louder than any gossip ever could. Chapter 7. No joy in your success, the emotional absence that speaks volumes. They supported you when you were struggling, when life was tough, when everything was falling apart, they were there. But the moment you started rising, getting back on your feet, finally tasting the fruits of your struggle, silence. No, wow, I'm proud of you, no celebration, not even a genuine smile. You share the news, they reply with, cool. You talk about your new job, your win, your progress, they nod, then change the topic. You feel the coldness, that subtle emotional void, and it hurts. Why? Because when you were down, you were relatable, non-threatening, your failure made them feel better about their own. But now that you're growing, glowing, evolving, you remind them of everything they're not. They can't cheer for you because your success shines too brightly against their shadowed self-worth. They may pretend, saying, that's amazing, but their energy betrays them, their eyes don't light up, their tone feels flat, and deep inside, you sense the truth. They don't want you to win, because every step you take forward feels like a step away from them. Carl Jung said it clearly, if someone can't rejoice in your joy, they're fighting an internal battle. Your success becomes a mirror, reflecting not your happiness but their own stagnation. Instead of rising with you, they withdraw, not because you've changed, but because your change reminds them they haven't. It's painful to realize that those who walked with you through hardship can't walk beside you through progress, but here's what you must understand. Chapter 8. Body language, the truth they can't hide. Words can be shaped, smiles rehearsed, compliments staged, but the body always reveals the truth. When someone secretly dislikes you, deeply, even if they hide it, they might never say it outright. They might never confront you, in fact, they'll say all the right things. I'm happy for you, you deserve it, you've come so far. But while their mouth recites poetry, their body screams betrayal. The smile is too rigid, fading before it fully forms, their eyes don't sparkle, they avoid contact, their body angles slightly away from yours, their tone lacks depth, their energy feels off. You sense it in the room before they even speak. And no, you're not imagining things, you're not being dramatic. What you're feeling is a deep, ancient intelligence called intuition. Carl Jung said it best, the unconscious always speaks through the body. Even when someone lies with words, their body leaks the truth. Here's the secret no one tells you. They may smile, but their jaw tightens, their shoulders lift, a sign of tension, their breathing becomes shallow, they blink faster, look away when you mention your success, clap a moment too late, hug you without warmth, their body leaning away, not toward you. These aren't coincidences, they're emotional micro-signals, tiny betrayals your soul detects before your mind finds proof. Because here's the truth, your intuition was built for survival. Long before language existed, our ancestors relied on instincts, body language, facial tension, tone, silence. You're wired to sense danger, even when it's cloaked in perfume and a smile. That's why, around someone who secretly dislikes you, you feel it in your stomach, your chest, the room's temperature, you feel drained, uneasy, confused. You hear, friend, but feel, threat, and that disconnect between words and energy is the glitch, your warning. But most ignore it, conditioned to value politeness over perception. Conclusion. Now that you've seen the signs, what do? You don't need to confront them, expose them, or even hate them, you just need to protect your peace. Peace is valuable, and you've been giving it to those who don't deserve it. It's time to set boundaries, stop over-explaining, stop hoping they'll finally cheer for you, and most importantly, stop pouring your light into those who keep handing you shadows. Here's the hard truth, not everyone in your circle is on your side. Some sit beside you not to support you, but to watch your every move, waiting for you to stumble. They don't stab with knives, they stab with fake smiles, delayed claps, and silent resentment. So today, you have a choice. Keep trying to win over those who secretly compete with you, or choose yourself, your growth, your emotional freedom. Because self-love begins where fake love ends. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself, share it with someone who's felt this energy but couldn't name it. Drop a comment below and tell me which sign revealed the most truth in your life, which one hit you hardest. And if you're ready for more raw, deep psychological insights and real talks about human behavior, hit that subscribe button. This is just the beginning. We're going deeper, darker, and more real to help you master yourself in a world full of masks. Your journey just got real, the end, or perhaps the start of a new you.